Hello, hello, hello. Welcome once again. The classic Tetris stream. Right now we are doing the CTL Division 3A. It will be a Dan. Hello, Dan. Versus uh, Fire Dogs. Waiting for the Fire Dogs to respond. Probably he's not responding because he's warming up. Oh my god. I forgot about to do one thing I didn't do for the matchup. Erase all the hats I gave and maybe just do slightly adjustments. There was three, right? Just give me a few sec. I will just do that. Okay. Just for that one and for that one. Okay, 25. And there we go. We can set it up. Both players are on the stages, are warming up. Okay, maybe I'll just do a quick back to the quick turning back to the standings on the CTL for the Division 3A. Currently, we have Fire Dogs who's searching for getting a spot in a promotional spot to the Division 2. Then is seeking for not being landed on a relegation spot. So for me, it's like for Dan is like needs to get that victory to stay alive, to not being thrown, because Uno can win the game, but I need to check it out. Who's gonna play? Uh, who's gonna play the both Fire Dogs and Dan? There's a pretty important Fire Dogs, Dan, Ivzy, Manta, Uno, and Yazan. And Dan needs to face, of course, except Fire Dogs, Manta, Uno, and Yazan. Manta and Yazan still not played their matches. Okay, so now we can move in. There we go. And I'm kindly asking players about whether they want to SPS or not. I think they wanted to SPS. I should not ask about it. But probably that's mandatory to have SPS in the CTL. I didn't read the rules. I only signed it up. I only accepted it. Terms and just like in the terms and conditions about the websites or any other rule sets, you're just signing up and forget they exist, and just thinking that DBAA will be enough. not being pulled out from the event or something like that, from the website. So yeah, at 571 there was a was it 571 at 137 lines. That's sick. That's sick, Dan. I hope you're doing yeah, yes, I saw that. That's a strong base for the game. So, okay, I will just roll the seed anyway. Probably both players, both of you will be using this one. I'm just waiting for the Fire Dogs to finish game up. Oh, and maybe the 19 max from the 19 game. Of course, it's possible. That's a roller. Fire Dogs is a roller, so most of them just obvious. Level 27. 962. Maybe just the max will be possible on the level 29, 28 transition. And there, oh, 3,000 points missing, which is so sick. And he couldn't be able to get the max now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. But maybe that's not the deal. I'm just looking at this as a Division 5 player who has only one max out. So there's so I think that's a slight difference. There's a slight difference. And who has like 770 1119 PB. That's and I'm not about to judge about anything in the Tetris because I'm the probably the least one who who could do anything. Okay, both players are ready. Starting the game number one in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And there we go, Fire Dogs in the game. And hello, Hannah. I think both deserves to win this game. For me, that's something about we need to choose who's losing this one. Right now, Fire Dogs needs to deal with that. With some spires, especially in the long bar. But still, that's not a huge issue for him. He can even stack over it, so he decided just to do that. And now there is Tetris for Fire Dogs. Anyway, Dan also Tetrising. 91,000 points. And getting another long bar, another Tetris. 76,000 points for Fire Dogs. 114 for Dan. And Dan ready for 2 Tetrises, I guess. Maybe 3 of those. He just wanted to be as efficient as he possibly could, but the square hang is not so friendly. Oh, he's looking for getting a bar, but not getting it. Needs to cover this well and get out of this situation in a different way. Paradox is if I would commentate if I commentated the the TMP competition, I would like to say there was a very dangerous situation in for that division, for the silver or for even the gold players. This is troublesome who's playing that. But I'm talking about the Division 3 roller, so I don't give a shit about this. Sorry. 164 for Firedogs, 243 for Dan. Dan's doing insanely good. Insanely good game for him at 56 lines, so now he needs to be as efficient as he possibly can, because on the level 19 or maybe the level 29 he has nothing to say, but Firedogs has something to say, and that's why he needs to play such aggressively, needs to be aggressive, needs to do some crazy setups. Maybe not a crazy setup, being simply efficient in the game. And there we go, another Tetris, 340 versus 305. But Firedogs at 5 lines in the future, so that means as a side advantage, there's not only a points advantage for Dan, it's also a lines advantage to transition on the level 19 second. Firedogs will be the one who's first one who's transitioning. Very interesting the upcoming, but he does the J-Tag, so that means so at the end of the day there is a pretty nice stack for Dan. 457 versus 368, almost 100,000 points. Now there is a 120, I guess, difference between Dan and Firedogs. About 5 Tetrises in the change, almost 6 of those. Is and a very beautifully executed S-spin for Dan, 527 at 115 lines. Hopefully we will see the 600k transition for him. Meanwhile, Firedogs 442 getting a left wheel Tetris. And there we go, there is a Tetris for Dan, and another Tetris for Dan, and okay, it won't be able to. Dan won't be able to get 600,000 points in the transition, but still, oh, okay, he does it, okay, never mind, I'm just dumb, I can't calculate it. Okay, very aggressively. Dan is very aggressive, and he gets a Tetris, and he gets another Tetris. Back-to-back Tetris. 3 long bars in a row. Such insane for him. Well, maybe not for him, but such insane. 652 versus 547. Dan definitely needs to be aggressive. Needs to do everything he could at the level 29, because Firedogs can go on the level 29 and further. And there we go, 734 at level 21, and he's still going. But oh my god, the pieces were awful. But he got there. Nice pieces, and now he's going with the Tetrises. Now 772 versus 697, so that means Firedogs slightly caught the pace of the Dan, I guess. There it is. There is a Tetris for Dan. 802 at level 23. And there we go. Another Tetris. 832. And Firedox also going aggressively. There is a Tetris for him. 818 versus 864. But slight difference. Dan is on level 24. And Firedox is up to level 26. So almost 2 Tetris difference between players. 873. Now Dan needs to uncover the well. And now he does it. And we are waiting for Tetris for him. And where's the bar? Where's the bar? There it is. There's the Tetris for Dan. 911 versus 951 for Firedox. But Firedox is at level 27. In the same time, Dan also at level 27. But way better balls for him. Now Firedox needs to dig out of this if he wants to do something on the level 29. That's a max out for Firedox. And 802. So that means Dan, if you get a Tetris, you will be. And where's the bar? Where's the bar for the Dan? Dan has only 2 lines. Only 2 lines. Where's the bar? And he couldn't get a bar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's a suffer for Dan. And hard for Firedox. You're so close to chase it down. You were so close to chase it down. That hurts. That hurts. Damn. Yes, that was so close. And Dan could be able to get it, but the RNG was such a rough, such a W woman, I would like to say. Both players are ready, starting the game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And after the game number 1, appetite races for the great Tetris games. Dan almost maxes after the great 18 play and also very good 19 play. But he was bamboozled by RNG, and he forced to top out at level 28 right before getting a bar. But okay, that's a new roll of the dice. Let's see how it goes in this game. Currently, Firedox with the Wits and 3 Tetrises in a row, getting a 4 of those, 91,000, and getting a 5th one. And there is a Firedox who is playing efficient game. 114 versus 77,000. In the same time, when I was doing a score check, there was a Tetris for the Firedox, increasing the score to 139. But Firedox board, okay, that's a slightly slight disadvantage for it. Same as for Dan. Dan needed to do some crazy setups just to be ready. 131 versus 148. For the Firedogs, it's not a good situation. And the hang of the Z on the dance side is very unfriendly for him. Ready for the center well, but he does. But he decided just to burn a triple, just to lower the stack down, and there it is. There is now with the nice and clean board. 186 versus 248. Paradox is in the lead. 209 versus 271. And Dan with the Tetris increasing the score to 231. And Firedogs also ready for the Tetris, getting a Tetris, increasing the score to the 294. And another Tetris, 317 for Firedogs, while Dan's waiting for the bar. Nice and clipboard, couple of players, and Dan gets a bar, gets a Tetris, 277. But it looks like Dan is slightly ahead, slightly behind in the line count. That means Firedogs is slightly in the future. And nice eye dependency filled with the eye. That's a little bit spiral made with the square, but dealing with that as Dan does. 347 versus 409 Paradox. Paradox is playing so aggressively. Oh no, that's going to be able to tap the Z over to the left. And now the situation is for him is very rough. Needs to get the pieces, and he couldn't be able. And he tops out at 413. So that means, Dan, you have a chase down. 414 is your target. Just do it. Do it, man. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Once again. Oh my. Yeah. Maybe I just stream today. Maybe I will just do a quick reset. Give me a few sec. Just prepare yourself for the game number 3. I will just do a refreshment for both players. There we go. I will do a refreshment dance side. Maybe it will help. So, time to give Firedogs a second heart. And then it's ready. Firedogs is ready as well. Starting the game number 3. Let's see how it goes in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well done, stays alive, or Firedogs will get a sweep. Let's see in a few minutes. Both players have started the game, and probably that's I guess that's quite even right now. Maybe it's some stream delays in from the one of the side. Probably it's Dan one. I don't want to blame Dan. I'm just blaming the other things, including myself. And Firedogs getting a Tetris. 68,000 points. Now Dan is doing a dirt column. And that's the Tetris. 72,000 for him. 91,000 for Fire Dogs. Ready for... No, he's not ready for the Tetris. So he decided just to that one. And now he's ready for Tetris, getting 136,000 points. But Dan decided just to open the column 9. And he's looking for the pieces on the column 9. And he forced to burn over to the grounds. And now he's building once again. 127 versus 205. Let's see how it goes in the later game. Because now Firedogs going the perfect game from the start? Because I see 40 lines to 28. That's definitely a perfect game. He got 12 Tetrises and no single burn. Now he's looking for the... Okay, that's the first burn in the game for the Fire Dogs. He forces himself just to do that one. And Dan needs to do some burning. And I wanted to ask why he didn't get the Tetris and put the bar in the... And he decided just to put the bar in the middle. But okay, maybe he has some issues he wanted to deal with. Oh no, this S hang, sorry, the L hang. Was he able to throw the something over to the left? Now he can. That's not a huge deal for Dan, and Dan finally opens it up. And there we go, there's the Tetris for Dan. 285 versus Firedogs 343 at this moment. And the Firedogs with a hole in the stack. Now he needs to open this up. 309, it says Dan's score. Dan is ready for the Tetrising. 334, so almost chased down the score. But now he's ahead on lines. So that means now he has not that much advantage. 357 versus 417. Now Firedogs got some gas, but there is a lack of bars both sides. Dan was up high, and there we go, there's Tetris 4. So Dan, oh no, the night dependency decided just to burn some lines to accommodate the night instead of taking Tetris. 430 versus 450. About the Tetris difference, and the same line count, so there's a Tetris difference between both players. So Dan made an excellent job just to chase down the Firedog score. 452 versus 476, so at this moment, Dan is leading and then Firedog's in the trouble. Firedogs couldn't be able to do anything. And now Dan is alive in this match. So that means down with the game number 3. GG's. So Dan is staying alive and hoping to get a reverse sweep, but it will be a very difficult task for him. He's on the board. Exactly, Hannah. Exactly, Hannah. He's on the board. But still, there is 2 matches to go to stay alive in overall. And game number 4 starts in, because both players are ready. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Dan didn't expect it to stay in the game. Just it was, yeah. Sometimes the life gives you lemons, but the life also gives the top outs for your opponents. You need to remind that one. And sometimes the top outs on your opponents are very unexpected. I just had something. I just had that one in a. From what I remember, there was a Sunday matchup. Was Sunday? Yeah, there was a Sunday matchup. I was playing in a 23 UTC with the Toka, and Toka decided just to randomly top out. Maybe not decided, but Toka had some issues in the stack and topped out, and I just got the game. So I also expected easy 3-0, so still, it's still it still depends on the perspective, I would like to say. Okay, I would just do a score checking instead of trash talking or something like that. 162 for Dan, 147 for Paradox. Dan's boards is very high, and he has a hole in the stack, deciding to take that triple. And now he's ready for the Tetris, getting a Tetris. 217 moment. Meanwhile, Paradox 194 does a very clever burn and has the pieces for Paradox and gets it. 220 for Paradox. Paradox needs to win this game to win the match. And Dan needs to win this game to force a decider and to get at least 2 points from this game, from this match. So that's important for him. To be fair, it's important for both of them. Every point counts. And 295 versus 311. And there we go. There's the Tetris for Dan. 318 versus 314. Now, and got a Tetris. 340. Paradox opting on a column 3. Now let's see how it goes. Transfers to the column 4. And done with the Z up king, and he does the fucking setups like a boss. And 387 versus 383. Oh, and Dan's situation is slightly uncomfortable. I don't want to say dangerous because there's a Division 3 players, not the silver players. 414 versus 406. That means Paradox also forced to do some burns. And there's a 2000 points separating both players in the same line count. So let's say that's a very lucky game for both players. And still, that's a great game for both players, I guess. It's a 550 transition possible for both players. Or maybe the 600k is possible? Maybe. But we need to start blowing themselves and just getting Tetris after Tetris. But they does it. They are getting a Tetris after Tetris. 533. Now 556 for Dan. Still, 3 Tetris is possible, so 600k is more than possible. 579, and the next bar will grant it Dan with the level 600k transition at least. 603, and Fire Ducks not the best board right now, and now Dan transition at 604, I guess was 610 at this moment, and Fire Ducks with this very dangerous setup for the Tetris, and he couldn't be able to do anything. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a decider for both players. So Dan, you did it. You are still you're still on the board. 644. You are more than safe, dude. You are more than safe. And we will have a decider for in the Division 3. That is still around, definitely. That's sick. So both players are ready. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling a decider. I'm feeling the bloods on this boards, and starting the countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. One of these players will be down in this match. One of these players will be victorious. Who will be who? We'll see in a few minutes. Dan with the first Tetris, but covered the well. Covered the 1 minute hole. Now he needs to deal with that. And there it is. Now he's open. Already 2,000 points versus 10,000 points for Fire Dogs. Fire Dogs needs to something inappropriate, I'd like to say. Same as Dan, but oh my god, and it's getting a very rough pieces. Come on, guys. You are stronger than the awful pieces. You can do it. Paradox does it, and there is a back-to-back Tetris. 62,000 points versus 85 for Dan. Dan currently in a slight lead. Finally, Dan getting a Tetris, raising the score to 109. Meanwhile, Firedogs at 87,000 points. One line difference. No, there is exactly the same score, so exactly the same line count. So that means both are separated by 1 Tetris. 155 versus 156. And there it is. There's the Tetris for Dan. 178. 156 for Fire Ducks, and Fire Ducks ready for the Tetris. Same as Dan. Dan is more than ready for the Tetris. Both players are more than ready for the Tetris. No, maybe not more than ready for the Tetris for Dan's side, because he was to do some burning. But the drought was, oh my god. Close the well right before the 4 log bars. 4 log bars, 5 log bars wasted, and finally the 6-1 granting Dan with the Tetris. Oh my god. Totally bamboozled by RNG for Dan. But at the end of the day, now at the end of that serious drought, he's alive and he's in a slight lead. 262 versus 258. No, 2 lines ahead, but they're almost 30,000 points ahead. So I think that's somewhere less than Tetris advantage of for Dan, and Paradox misses the S-spin. Now he needs to deal with some holes in the stack. 287 versus 330. So Paradox are trying to stack over it. And there it is. There is a bar. There's a Tetris. Still opting to stack over it. Or maybe he decided just to burn some lines and he's looking for that one. Yes, it is. And now he's opened. And where's the Z spin finally executed, and 347 meanwhile done. 425. $371 for Paradox. Slowly approaching the transition. And probably 450,000 points for Paradox, and 500,000 points for Dan. Maybe not maybe around 550. I would like to say it's possible for Dan. And Dan getting the Tetris 494. Now get. There we go. There is Tetris for Dan, and Dan 540. So it's almost 550. But still, there is one Tetris possible after the transition. Sorry, before the transition. But the drought, once again, bamboozling, and he bamboozled, and drought bamboozled. 540, 544. I guess there was a transition score for Dan. 460 something for Paradox. But decided to play carefully, players, and 60,000 points separating both players. 606 for Dan, 546 for Paradox. Oh, exactly, 60,000 points separating. That's a difference in the game between both players. And still, one of these players will be down after this match. Will get only 2 points, and one of these players will be up, and he will get 5 points. So that means there's being alive or being dead. 733 versus 694. Dan with the Tetris readiness, but he covers the well. Now this slightly uncomfortable situation for the Dan. He wasn't be able to score anything. Same as Paradox. Paradox has a way worse board at this moment. but he finally recovers from it. 803 for Dan, and 768 for Paradox. And slight lead for Dan. Dan is looking for getting a Tetris. Gets a Tetris. That's 868. 8 hey now for Dan. Dan's looking for the bar. Gets it. There's a Tetris for Dan. And another one. Gets the Tetris. 939. Was he able to get the max out before the level 28 or not? Probably not. Now he decided just to do some burns. 951 versus 939. So that game is so tight. So that means everything can happen. Everything depends how far Fire Dogs go in level 29. 992 for Dan. Dan is looking for getting a last lines, and he couldn't be able. And that's a chase down for. Okay, chase down is over. So Paradox got a decider and wins with the Dan. 3-2-2. Paradox finally rescued himself from getting reverse swept. So sad for Dan, and happily for Paradox to staying alive. So I will just do a quick report. So GG's man, GG's Paradox. For winning this game, and you were granted with the 5 points to the standings. 3-8. Dan versus Dan win. This is winner. Hey, this is winner. Okay, there it is. And let me show you. I will just made a refresh and refreshing the standings, and there it is. There's the standings after the matchup, and Firedox is currently in the lead because he has 3-0 record, and then fell to the second last place after the game. But that's not over. We'll have in the 10 minutes we'll have an Adam Irish experience versus Super Ninja division silver 71, I guess. There was a silver 71 from what I remember. So there will be a yeah, there it is. There's a silver 71. I will just do a slight change on the things, and I will just mute myself, and we will be back in a moment. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. And now we will have Silver 71 catch up. They will have I just called a same goat of the Tetris stream. Adam Irish experience will face the Super Ninja currently offline. Now only Adam is playing and he got his setup working, which is nice. And let's see how it goes. So and just bring him to start game. And I need to check it out if I just did properly. What? Okay, yes, PS 18 all the way, and okay. As your service. And there we go. Take your seat 10, 16, 91. All the numbers, non letters. Same as PC likes it. This is PC likes. To be fair, PC doesn't like the letters, but the humans loves letters, so we need to implement the letters to the language of zeros and ones, nulls and ones. Now it's not necessary because there is a will be at least for the 6 games. It will be all the numbers. So I hope the RNG will be the same kind as the random number generator in a seat picker. Oh, there will be a way more relevant. And what should I say? Maybe I should put the countdown timer on to start the countdown, because if we have a little bit malfunction, but there is still. I just did a ping. Maybe I should go to your channel. Okay, I just see how it will be useless because of the. I don't know. Probably Discord once again got the diarrhea. Maybe it's a mind issue, but I don't think so. Prefer the Discord decided not to allow to read the chat or something like that. Or maybe that's my issue. I don't know. Fair. Do you have any Discord issues today, Adam, or not? Because I had plenty of those. I need to check it out. Okay. And there was 71. Okay, so that's probably the my niche or something like that. So currently waiting for that. Currently waiting for Super Ninja. I think I should put a timer on because it's okay. That's you know I know how it will sound. Mm, the stream timer I will just set up. Oh yes, he got a 5 minutes, so I will just set 5 minutes. Pardon. Oh maybe. Oh, there we go. There's the timer for him. Make it bigger. Something like that. Yes. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. So that's why I'm. So, do you want me to wait for Super Ninja or just? Yes, I understand. I understand. So, if you want, okay, okay. So I decided just to turn off. Okay. If you want to play this out, okay, I'm just waiting for the Super Ninja as long as I possibly can. So, I don't want to make it no show from that one, but I don't want to wait for the. Yes, I understand. I understand. Uh, okay, I understand. Yes, I understood this one. So will be for me. It will be a very. That's something awful. You are setting up for the stream, and the second player doesn't come in. Just okay. I also made that one yesterday with the Matwis, but Matwis was way more polite for me because I just woke up at 2020 UTC, and I just running to set up all the things, and I was able to play this match. Almost forgot about it. Maybe not to forget about it, but I was way too tired just to stay alive, stay awake till this hour, and I just took a slight nap. which I'm extremely sorry for that one. Mm, maybe I should spam with the pings. Maybe the Super Ninja will wake up or something like that. Okay, maybe I should. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to. So I just try to set up all the things. And it looks like Super Ninja is still offline. Something's off with the. Probably the same situation as in Alice Fahrenheit about you cannot have both both grabber and the camera running in the same time. But from what I remember, you have a pretty decent PC just to do all the things. Yes, I understand. Oh, okay. The Super Ninja is live in the Discord. So okay, he's up. He's up. So so waiting a wait a moment. He will be live. He will be live in a moment. So, so yeah, finally, that's rescued. So maybe you are live. You are running for this live definitely. So maybe I just go back to the set up all the things and just look for the standings in a moment. I'm just waiting for the in the case we are waiting for the waiting for in case we are waiting for the Super Ninja. We're just look for the standings. Visor is pretty guaranteed spot in the gold division, the same as Ethan. Ethan is also guaranteed to go to the gold. Toast was 8. So Toast is Toast, Samantha, Liliana, and let's see, Super Ninja maybe. No, Super Ninja is covered, so he's still alive, still stays alive. In the Three Priest, probably yes. Even though if Adam gets the Super Ninja 2-0, or he gets both sweeps, or maybe just get at least 9 points, he will be still in a division. Still be in silver because of the he has a you know Uh, amount of points required. Yes, you need 7 points to survive. So the decider and one game. Uh, yes, yes. The 3-0, 3-1, or decider and the one game. Yes. Yes, we are deciding just to go there. And yes, I know the 3-1, 3-0, and decider plus one game in the last matchup. So that's so uh, any results of the still there is no Super Ninja yet, but he's confirming me he's coming, so give him a few sec, and let's just do it. Yes, I know you cannot wait too much longer. I'm also the one who's in a hurry because it's like mm, oh my god, it was something happened with the grabber. Oh my, oh yeah, oh yeah. This grabber is banging. If someone knows about that, what happens? I really love that's that sentence about the grabbers because of the man. What do you think I'm doing? Just standing around. Oh my god. He's going. It takes some time just to do that. I know, Adam. I know, Adam. But you know, sometimes Maybe I'll just do a strike. Ah, in there's a stream and stream 2. Not the filters because this is not. Adam's Irish. Indeed. So Adam is de-Irished or something like that. Okay, maybe we should stop de-Irishing Adam. So this will be that's pretty rude for us to trying to de-Irish Adam. Sometimes I feel the pain of the other streamers who has way more streams than I does in as I does today. Same as Adam, same as okay, wait, okay, so Adam is also offline, but he doesn't. But he has some issues with some uh, with his grabber. Oh, there it is. Hello, Super Ninja. Glad to see it. Glad to see you there. Finally, you reached us, and don't worry if you see that Adam is offline. That means that he's trying to dealing with the grabber because it made some issues. I'm only patiently waiting for the mashup because you know I have some time. Instead of the Adam, I still have some time just to do that. So that's not the. I'm not that much in a rush. I would like to say. So I'm giving you some time just to set up all the things. Maybe I will just. And there it is. Maybe. I hope it will be fixed. Just do some games. Okay. And once or refresh. So let's go, yeah. Let's go. Turning on sub. Okay, by chance, I just maybe I just try all the things. That's the all I can go that one. That's all I have. I cannot go way higher, way higher, way higher. No, that's not possible. I cannot do anything with that. So that's a yes, yes. I'm also asking about this one. I'm rushing it up because Adam is rushing it up. So I understand the annoyance of the Adams currently. So there's stream is glitching. No, not that one. Setting. Your handle is Hello What Time, right? From what I remember. Maybe I just Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. There it is. Not interacting, but give me a sec. I will just do a refreshment. And give me a sec. And there we go. Yeah, finally we have both players. Okay. Both players are ready. Starting the game. Number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go. Let's the show going. Finally starting the game number 1. There's a Z, a T, and L and square. Sorry, the other pieces. Okay, I will just do a one more refresh. There we go. Okay, I don't mind about the lagging the stream, so I don't mind about this one. Let's this game going. 24,000 points versus 49,000 points. Adam is currently in the lead, but probably it's yes, there is a few 5 lines difference. I just made a few refreshments, so I cannot deal with that way more. So you need to take as it is. 54,000 versus 99,000 points. Adam is triple ready. Now he's Tetris ready with that bar. Now he's waiting for the bar to complete the Tetris. There it is. There's the Tetris for Adam. And Adam is preparing himself for the next one. And there it is. There's a bar for the Adam. And Adam at 145. 87,000 for Super Ninja. And Super Ninja hanging the bar on the column 9. Or the column 2, sorry. Now he needs to resolve this sticky issue. Oh no, there's another T-hang and he forced to put the bar on the column 3. And another column 3 hang of the bar. Which is very dangerous for him. Very dangerous for Super Ninja. But finally, he was able to throw the long bar over to the left. But now, currently, the situation is worsening and worsening, and so right now it's early top out at 93,000 points. So that means Adam gets his first heart, and he needs still 2 more games to win, at least. So, game number 1 is over. Waiting for readiness for the game number 2. And okay. Oh, hello, Penguin Panic. And all the crew is coming to routing the Adam, and on his way. Yes, that's most important to say. That will not have fun, because having fun in Tetris ends up after saying the the having fun. Okay, both players are ready. Starting the game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No need to make it way longer. And there we go. Adam is all the way. Probably will wait some time to start. Oh, from the Super Ninja. And there it is. Super Ninja also started. Even Liptonic comes there just to root the goat of the Tetris streams to stay alive and the silver division not being dropped to the bronze. and dealing with. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's not the time. Winter. To be fair, we have no time just to complain about this one. Yes, there's something up. So, it depends how it goes after the game. Maybe I will leave it to say to the Adam or something like that. 109 versus 43,000. It's okay. There's Tetris for Super Ninja. Hey now, on a different seats. I think the same piece sets are not mandatory in a TMP. So if one game goes in the different seats, it's not a huge deal. 160 for Adam, 119 for Super Ninja. And at this time, Adam getting a bar, getting a Tetris, increasing the score to 186. In pretty similar line. Okay, maybe not the same line count because there's 5 lines difference between Adam and Super Ninja. I forgot about this one. Oh no, it's Z and T hang on the Super Ninja's board, and that's the top of 121. So that means Adam got the game number 2, and now he's one off from staying alive. So staying on the board, staying in the silver. So now please set up the now please guys set up the good okay, I would just say that increase the seed. First digits. Yeah. That's the seed. 32, 16, 91. Oh my. Okay, you incremented the last 2 digits. We got the. Yes. You need to increment first 2 digits, not last 2 digits. Yes, you incremented the last 2 digits, not first 2 digits. You need. So we are at right now 32, 16, 91. That's the seed for us. That's the seed for you. I don't know, but 32 or not. You are 91 is the last digits 91. Last digits 91. Alright. Interact 91. There we go. There's rolls. And there it is, finally. Game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So many malfunctions in this thing. The bingo numbers. Oh my god. Oh, welcome back, great old days when I was doing so many Tetris streams, and you know, I'm just about reminding all the days when I was doing so many streams in the CTL and some other things, and you know, there was the times before CTL was CTL. There was no TMP. I would like to say there was no TMP in those times. Okay, back to business. Super Ninja with that hang, with the J hang. Sorry. And now he needs to deal with that 11,000 points, but the board is falling apart and he tops out at 11,000 points. So that means Adam with 21,000 points stays in silver. Congrats, dude. You made it. You made it. I remind once again, you made it. Adam Irish wins with Super Ninja 3-0. And I need to check it out. Who was that? Okay, Adam was 2030 and submits. And there it is. Congrats. Silver Irish continues. Okay, so I will just reset the skull, reset the hearts, and now it can be all the things. Let's go. The set number 2 starts right now in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Come on. The celebrating will be. Time for celebrating will be in a moment. But there is still a duty to do. And the seats are correct. So let's go. 5,700 for and that's an early top out for the Super Ninja, only 1900s. Yes, that was. I need to check it out. So just give me a look. Maybe the distribution was so weird. That's. I have nothing to do with the restreams, with the seats. Maybe you want to play some. But, yes, that was a weird one. The piece distribution sometimes is sucking very hardly, and we as the Tetris players cannot do anything. So waiting for the game number 2, and maybe just do a refresh because and waiting for the Super Ninja to be ready for the game number 2, or maybe just resolve the issues with some things. So, oh, okay, that's a really nice. Don't worry, don't worry. It was only an issue with your stream. Okay, there it is. Starting the game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Come on, guys, show me the Tetris. And there it is, both players are in. Yeah, I know that's a glitchy restream. Doing all the things. But that's nothing we can do about it. Just take it as it is. 9,500 for Adam. 46,000 for Super Ninja. Super Ninja ready for the Tetris, getting the one. Now 71,000 points. And Super Ninja covering the well. Situation is not good for him. Not so great for him. Needs to. Oh my god! Opens the well, but the placement was very rough. Good pieces for him. Needs to get one good piece. Was rooting for the square, but he couldn't get the square. Now he's dependent. On the left side, oh no, the weird hang of the J, and that's the top of that. 83,000 points. So Adam, you have a chase down. You need to get 84,000 points. That's a not so huge chase down, but be careful because you know all the things can happen in the board. You know, easy chase downs can be the most difficult chase downs. 65,000 points, still 20,000, about 20,000 points. Well, one Tetris will do it, but you have all the time in the world. Playing in a rush, to be fair, Super Ninja, playing in a rush never helps. Never helps it. So, 96,000 points that Adam is safe for the game number 2. Playing in a rush is never the good idea. But I would just say after the counting it down for the game, after I will count it down for the game. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So step by step, players are improving themselves, and the playing in the rush is not the best idea just to complete the Tetris matches. But in my case, it works because I just played with the Madwiz and I was able to win with him 3-0 yesterday at Toast stream. So maybe that's the key for my games. Oh my god! The Z and the T. Oh my god! That was such an awful, such. Sorry, not awful, such. such such sad ends of the silver for the Super Ninja. Very, very unfortunate top out at only 2 lines cleared. And Adam, you can take it. Victory lap is yours. 3-0. So, the winner is for of these two sets. Slightly pity for Super Ninja, but and congrats for Adam for playing it fairly well. Now you can just do whatever you want. So, great performance for staying alive, which is the most important thing. Even though if you have only 37 points, you're still able to continue the journey in the division silver, in the silver division. And yeah, the congrats for Adam, GG's for Super Ninja, and hopefully I will see you both facing maybe each other, maybe not, maybe other players. Yes, the result isn't that matter that isn't matter doesn't matter that much, but how to how to deal with that? Mm, okay, so I will just show you the final standings, and there it is. Oh, maybe that's not the final standings. Sorry. Extremely sorry about that one. That's not the final standings. Sorry about that one. Need to refresh. I will just show you the correct one. And there it is. So Adam, despite being last, stays alive. Stays alive in a division gold, in division silver, step by step, improving himself. And I hope it will be better and better. Okay. So, and I got a request from the Deewee. Isn't Deewee around? I need to check it out. Maybe I will just ping him. What? So I got a request from the Deewee. Match with I need to check it out because where's Deewee? Where's You versus Jani. And to be fair, I'm just going on the real. Okay, there's the dust leak. Okay, so I'll just do some changes in the stream. So give me a few seconds, and I will just do all the things, and I will be back. Stay tuned. Okay, so both players are live, but it's a side problem. Jani is off distance, so just bring Jani being Jani. So there's a Dust League battle. Finish headers. Deewee will face Jani, the only one CTWC DAS representative versus the legend of the classic Tetris. Skipping him there is a very pleasure for me. The same as just I have the same as I had the pleasure with playing with I forgot about the giant. Yes, I had the pleasure to play with giant, and even though if I lost in the match, the last match in losers bracket, I'm pretty satisfied about this. And the most funniest fact about the Jani's stance is like, oh my god, so he's off, he's some changes are as of, you know, so okay, I'm not complaining about this one. Oh my god, I made a way too much restreams today. That's my 6th restream. I've started in 14:30 with a double matchup, Gościu versus Wilson. Later on, I just took emergency restream Belemak versus MFREC. The next one was the Silver Bullet Chef Boyer Gibbs versus Chef Boyer Gibbs versus Alice Farron. I need to Google it out. Sorry, I'm not fluent. I'm not Finnish fluent. And hello, Jani. Welcome in. Okay, do you want a seat? I will give you a seat. There it is. Continue. There it is. That's the seat for you. 2E2. Okay. The most represented letter in Deewee Sneak. 9741. Oh, the advantage, the great side of the, and there is a readiness from the Deewee side, looking for the for the readiness from the Jani side, and we will start the countdown, I guess. Maybe I will just turn the oh, there we go. You're ready to lose. Okay, oh my god, I'm is that okay, so starting the countdown for the game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. One, oh, there we go. And Deewee is up. And the game number 1. Waiting for Jani to start it up, and there we go. Jani started up. Jani is with the clever board. With the maybe not the clever, but interesting. It's currently at 24,000 points, 47 any score. 70,000 points for Jani, 51 for Deewee. Another Tetris for Jani, 93,000 points. Deewee with 55 of those. Another Tetris for Jani, Tetris for Deewee, 78,000. Another Tetris for Deewee, 102 versus 115. Jani with another Tetris, 139. Meanwhile, Deewee 125. $125 for Deewee. Deewee is stacking very high. Okay, in terms of the best player, I think it's paid it off. Risk paid it off. 230 for Jani. Meanwhile, 216 for Deewee. 254 for Jani. And he has no 50 lines burned, so that means there's a very huge game for the Jani. And he makes an eye dependency, gets an eye. Looks like the game is way more polite for the Jani. I don't know why. 302 for Jani, 288 for Deewee. Waiting for the good pieces just to open this up. Not stuck in on the in a hole. Unfortunately for Deewee, the camera went off. That's back now. Okay, maybe that's an issue. So both players with not the cleanest stack in the world. He's looking for the dirty wet Tetris, gets the dirty wet Tetris. It's 370 versus 348, so that means Deewee is in the lead currently. But still, Jani is alive. 94 lines. Versus 101. So that means the lead isn't that huge. There's about one Tetris on the Dewee's favor, but Deewee currently needs to burn this off. There is a Tetris for Deewee. Needs to clean this out. 451. Now he made it dependency. Needs to clean this out. Or maybe stuck over it. decides to do the first thing. And 454, about 500k transition is approaching. Meanwhile, Jani, one Tetris off, one Tetris and a change. So one Tetris and change off for transitioning. With 500k, 503 is a score of Deewee. Deewee gets a Tetris after the. Meanwhile, Jani transitioning 521. Level 21 for Deewee. Deewee 557. Jani 548. .573 is Jani's score. 563 is Dewee's score. 5 hey now score for Deewee. 579 for Jani. Jani gets a Tetris, 600,000 points. Meanwhile, Deewee 574, but he's looking, well, his board is not in the best shape. Now definitely needs to clean this out. And he's doing slowly but surely getting out of this. 586 for Deewee. 588. Meanwhile, Jani at level 20 to 665, getting a Tetris, increasing the score to 693. 695, and is slowly approaching level 24. Currently at level 23, getting a Tetris 723 and another Tetris 754 to get about 50,000 points. 669 at level 25 for Deewee, but Deewee has around 100,000 points. Jani has 100,000 points lead. And unfortunately for Deewee, he couldn't be able to do anything, and he tops out at 675. So that means Jani, maybe you cannot see it on the stream, but I have a view on the background. 776, so that means Jani gets a game number 1. GG's. I will just do something. Give me a sec, I will just do a. Here's the browser. I will just do something. Maybe I will just do something provisional. Sorry, I read this. Sorry, I read this. I just made this one to deal with being stenciled off. So GG's for both players, and but especially for the Jani. The most important thing is the score, so I would just do it for that one. Dewee's top out score was 669. Maybe I would just go. Oh, maybe. I would just go. There was probably less than 700,000 points. channel, I will just go there. I will just tell you. I will just tell you. Give me a while. I will just tell you. Or maybe not. Nope. I cannot tell you about the. About 600,000 points. 670 or something like that. It was a 670. I didn't make it out. Sorry. Yeah, 675. Okay. Thanks for your service. Deewee. I will just find it on the VOD. Okay, so there is readiness from both players starting the game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, you are off stream, but off the sensor, but I'm just gonna deal with that if you want. Okay, not the best board on the Jani side. So still Jani needs to resolve this one. Maybe Jani is going. Okay, he's transferring the well to the column 10, but now he needs to deal with the column 8. There it is. There's the Tetris for. Maybe that was not the Tetris. That was the triple for the Jani. 20,000 points. This is almost 100,000 for other Finnish player. And Jani is looking for getting a pieces. Pieces are not cooperating with him. 31,000 points. This is 148. So Deewee rocketing this one. Moment. 58,000 points versus 171. Jani putting the squares over to the left. There's a good piece. Oh no, the S-spin isn't executed on the Jani's side. He needs to stay alive. They decided to take some burns. There we go. There is a Tetris for Jani, increasing the score to 109. Meanwhile, Deewee at 243. And there it is. There's Tetris 266. Another Tetris 288. So it looks like in this moment, Jani has a very difficult task to do. Needs to chase down the score of Deewee. $190 for Jani. 339, 344. Dewee's in an astonishing lead. And Jani's situation is very difficult, but he gets a Tetris anyway. He gets another Tetris, and it helps him without to stay on the board. 243 versus 397. Oh my god, Jani's situation is very rough, and he tops it at only 243, so that means Deewee gets a fast hard. That's his fast. And not fast hard in the game, but his fast. So GG's. 441 is a double score of Deewee right now. And now you need to remember that there was a 3F, so there's a 4-0. 4-0 is your seed for the game number 3. So we have a readiness starting game number 3. That's in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players on the board. Both players with the Tetrises. Jani executed the second one. And now score for Deewee. Deewee is looking for getting a third Tetris. Sorry, fourth one. And there is a fourth one for Deewee. Deewee at 92,000 points. 71,000 points for Jani. $140 versus $102. $189 versus $125. This is scores for the players. Cannot see how many lines are burned on the Jani side, sorry. Oh. Assuming there is a and Deewee with the interesting thing, but he resolved it almost perfectly. I'll have a dependency of the Z. Resolved it. Not the best, but good. He also got not the best pieces overall, so he could do it. needs to use all the pieces he got. 270, 309. Jani is in the lead. And Dewee's situation, oh my god, 273. Oh, 279. Okay, maybe. Oh, yeah, 273. This is what I said. This is what I saw. That's 273. Double score. So, Yanni, you're good for the game number 3. And probably you're one off for winning the set. GG's. Oh, yeah. You need to top out. Or maybe that's okay. I thought it was it is a similar rule set like in EDM, so you can rush it. But it looks like you can top out as many. When do you want if you win? Okay, starting the game number 4. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Sorry for doing an ASMR stream right now because you know there's pretty late. I want to make so much in a home. As I said before, the Adam vs Super Ninja stream, the Super Ninja match, probably my mom will be mad about me. So, so just doing it because you came in, you know, you are begging for a streamer. So I decided just to do it. I think someone also has a request for me for the CTM matchup, but it was like 4 years ago. It was in the 2021 times when I was most active in the Tetris community. Fine, the community was very active. There was so many players. $98,000 points versus 120. Dewee's looking to get it is to decide about with that board would be very difficult. Were he able to throw anything over to the right? Oh my god, oh my god. Now he's struggling to get something. Oh no, and he tops out at 127. 127, 300. 127, 300. And with that burns. That's a bit scarce. Oh my god. So that means Jani gets 3-1 win. So congratulations, Jani. Hopefully I can get some sleep finally. Can now break home to sleep and finish all the things up. Thanks for the comment, for watching, for participating in the Tetris activities. I will just rate Adam because Adam was doing the things. Eyeball surgeon. Okay. I'll wait a while. Maybe I will do the rate of 4 things. Oh, there is BO5. Okay, yeah, okay. Thanks for reminding me of rule sets because I'm not in the Dust League server, the new Dust League server. I'm old Dust League server. That's Tetris. So, uh, you know, sometimes it goes like this. I will just check it out. But, okay, I may okay. I will just rate it Tetris League. Because of that. Because Toast is doing. Okay, I'm just giving the good people the good vibes or something something about. Thanks for coming, for watching, for participating in the Tetris activities. I made plenty of those. Still, more to explore because I made Silver Bullet, TMP, almost all divisions, excluding all divisions. Okay, if you can report, just do it. Uh, I will give you a vote, or maybe you can keep the vote from my channel. Is everything to you? I just made a TMP all the non-beginners division and CTL the Silver Bullet. So it's such a lot of things to explore. Back for back stream. Can I can I go over it? Probably yes. So bye bye.